Was I always confident? No. Am I still confident? No. Far from it, weirdly. Hey. I am Arrahnne and I'm a model. I got into modelling by accident. So prior to this, I would get some photos taken with a friend, but nothing really serious. But it happened last year. I was planning to meet up with a friend to do a shoot, and he double booked. So he was meant to go to a photographer and model photo walk. So he took me with him, and more or less started from there. I do enjoy it. It's my go-to thing now. If I'm feeling sad or anything, I would turn to modelling because I don't know, it just makes me happy. I don't know why, but it's my happy place in a weird way. People used to push me to do modelling, but I was like, nah. And the confident part to it, I didn't think I was that confident as a child. So to put myself in front of a camera with someone I didn't know would have been daunting. How I define confidence? Not giving a shit what people think, if I'm honest. That's my interpretation of it. Meaning not taking on board what people think of you. Because obviously if you take on board what people think of you, you're going to be like, oh, is that me? Am I that person? You just question yourself. Was I always confident? No. And still not. People say, oh, you would be if you did modelling, but I'm far from it in a weird way. Prior to any shoot or doing any modelling, I'm bricking it. But I think it's always down to the photographer, because when they encourage you and you're like, yes, I'm doing great, and I feel like, yeah, my confidence is growing, I'm doing well, whatever I was thinking in my head, it's all lies. Because obviously the photographer's saying one thing and I'm thinking other thing. Obviously what they're seeing is what they're seeing. What I'm seeing is completely different. I have my moments, but I guess that's just normal, really. You have days where you're yeah, I'm the boss, and then you have other days where you're question it. If you put me in a crowd of people, I'll go from this big to this small. When people compliment me, I go from here to here. I'm like, what are you lying for? What you see in social media is social media, I guess. Behind closed doors, I'm like a little mouse in a way. Don't believe everything on social media, because obviously people put out there what they want you to see. They're not putting out their bad days or where they're crying or have no self-confidence. No, if you don't see it on social media, everyone puts out what they want to see. You have all these influencers that make out to have some sort of life, but in reality they don't. And obviously if you're someone, for example, back in school, you're going to see that and you'll be like, I want to be like that. And then because you can't get there, you start questioning yourself and you think, why I'm not there? How can these people get there and I'm not? But you need to remember that it's social media. Majority of the time people have collabs, people send them stuff. They're not paying for this, they're not living this luxury lifestyle. It's how to perceive it, really. But when it comes to social media, if I feel like something's affecting me, what I start to do now, is just unfollow people. Not because I don't like them, it's because by me watching them, I'm just questioning myself. Or for example, if an influencer is looking a certain way and I'm not looking that certain way, I'm because they're getting what Botox or whatever, I'm thinking, should I get some to make myself to their level? It's there's always a new look that you should be looking like, but then everyone's different. No, you don't want to look like everyone with big lips or everyone with big cheekbones, because then you're not really individuals, you're looking like every person down the road. So sometimes I just tune off, be like, you know what, this is not real. Like, the way I am is the way I am, and I'm happy the way I am. But sometimes if you want to do like a cheeky thing here to improve your looks, but then you need to think of in the long run, like, it's probably a procedure you have to continue doing. It's one thing I've been telling myself is don't compare yourself to others, because obviously everyone's on their own different paths. Everyone does have their struggles, but I guess everything's done behind like closed doors, so you see the outcome but you never see the struggle. Obviously you do watch people and you be like, oh, why am I not there? Why are they there and I'm here? And I'm thinking, oh, does that mean I'm crap or whatever? But I just need to remember that everyone's on their own path, that at some point I'll be there or further, like my time's gonna happen. Like, just don't watch people. That's the worst thing you could ever do. Just be happy within yourself. Like, you are you. There's beauty within everyone. As a child, I was hella shy. I had low confidence. I was quiet. Like, I was like a mouse. Yeah, I was like a mouse. I was a quiet person in school. I guess people have this perception of me at school, and obviously I took it on board and thought, oh, maybe I'm this person. And I guess it didn't help. I did get bullied a tiny bit. So obviously that knocked my self-confidence. Like, I used to get called pighead all the time. That was awful. Or even because, I guess it's my racker days. I got bullied for that. For having a white boyfriend. I'll get slaughtered for that. I think kind of like even until now, I think my last proper boyfriend, I had this guy on social media saying shit like, oh, your ancestors would be like rolling in the grave and this and that, and he would just get at me for no apparent reason just because I had a white boyfriend. So I guess I've always been bullied by people in a way, not just at school, just outside of school by random people for the way, I guess, I dress, or because of having someone of a different race as a partner. Like I said, you can never please everyone. That's the one thing I've learned. You can never please anyone. Just take it on the chin, like, yeah, cool, whatever. What would I tell my younger self? My younger self and myself now, to be fair, just go for it. Just go out there. Like, no matter what, you're not going to please everyone. Obviously, people are going to hate, but just don't take what their interpretation of you is. Like, just enjoy life, because if you continue to take on board what people say, obviously you guys keep in a shell, and just continue being you. Just be yourself. Have I grown as a person? Can I see it? Hell yeah, 100%. But there's still more space for growth. Like, still more time to improve. Like, life is about improving and learning. What changed? I don't know. I do go back on photos. Obviously, you go through photos, you can see the change in you. But I don't know, like, I always look back and thinking, what changed me? At what point in my life did I change? But I feel like it's only of recent years, if I'm honest. I've started to become a different person, more confident. Like, as I get older, I'm just like, I am me, this is me. Other people's opinions of me doesn't matter. And I think if you keep holding to what people think of you, obviously it's going to knock your self-confidence. I guess we're all human. We take on board what people say, even though it's not true. We know it's not true, but sometimes you second guess it and you be like, damn. But then you just need to remember, like, you are you. Like, other people's opinions don't matter. Oh my god, I forgot my hair. My hair. I think, yes, I guess hair Yeah, that was a massive thing. Because that's the first thing you see in a person is their hair. I think at school, like, I was always conscious of my hair. Like, proper conscious. Like, my hair was thick. Like, it wasn't easy to handle. Like, I would always, like, rely on my mum to do my hair. It was just hard work. And then as you get older, obviously at school, like, I guess you go through, like, phases. And obviously one of those phases was to relax my hair. And I guess we'll keep relaxing my hair, but obviously that's not good for your hair, is it? And I just kept doing it, and obviously it chops at your hair, doesn't it? It burns at your hair. So obviously my hair was just getting short, whatever, and there's nothing you can really do with a short hairstyle. And back then, my knowledge of hair wasn't that great, so even if I tried to do a certain, like, style, I couldn't do it because I had no clue about hair and, like, my own hair. Like, I would straighten it, relax it, and just, like, ruin my ends, my hair, like, finito. I had no clue what to do with it, honestly. Like, hair now. I think it's totally opposite now. I guess I do love my hair. I'm trying to love it even more now in its natural state. Obviously now I'm wearing braids and I've been wearing wigs, but I want to try and embrace my natural hair. I want to try and embrace it more. Hair's more embraced now. Like, it's like if you don't like it, you don't like it, but that's our hair. Our hair's done as hell. It's we've got different curl patterns. Like, obviously our hair is not the easiest to maintain. It's hard. Like, society as well, I guess they would say it's messy, but it's not messy. It's just how our hair falls or sticks up, I should say. But I feel like when it comes to social media, it's acceptable, but it's not acceptable at the same time. Like, I've never had a photographer approach me asking to do a shoot for my natural hair, but saying that I had one photographer, she wanted my natural hair, and I was like, oh my god, I can embrace this. Well, I feel like in the modelling world, well, not in the modelling world, like around me, regarding modelling and, let's say, people of colour, not really represented that well. Like, it irritates me. Like, I don't know, maybe people don't see it as they're beautiful, or they're not given a chance. It's only when you find photographers that do, for example, only photograph people of colour. Or, like, I feel like people think, once again with social media, you won't get as many likes. Like, I was talking to one photographer, he said he photographed one girl of one race and another of another race, and one got more likes than another, despite being like a similar photo, if that makes sense. Yeah, like, it's sad, to be fair. I just question everything I do sometimes. Like, I don't mean to, and I'm like, you know what? I think I'm all negative thoughts. And obviously negative thoughts is not really a good thing. It was positive, but like, yeah, Arrahnne, you're this person, you're confident, blah, blah, I'll be fine. Like, for example, I signed up to college and I told myself this is something I really want to do. But I said to myself, I'm going to go to college, I'm going to complete this course. And I'd be like, yeah, I've got this. But got there, I went like a couple of days, and my confidence went from here all the way down here. And I was like, damn, because I was at home, questioning everything. Am I good enough to do this? And obviously the negative thoughts were like, no, no, no. And then I just dropped out. Bad habit of mine. That's all I do is put myself down. But I don't mean to, it just happens. Like, I've always questioned everything I do. Like, anything I do, work, anything, modelling, I question myself all the time. Like, I just can't get these negative thoughts out of my head. Like, I know it's not true, but it's just there in my head. It's just a matter of myself being like, no, Arrahnne, like, whatever you think in your head, it's just lies. Like, you've got this. Like, just end all these negative thoughts and just concentrate on the positive thoughts. It's something I'm trying to change, but obviously the voice in the back of your head is like, you can't do this. You are this person, like, you will never be where you want to be. But I think I just need to overcome that and be like, you know what, I am me. if I want to do something, I can do it no matter what. If I don't succeed, that's fine. If I do succeed, I'm gaining. It's just it's the way my head's wired. Like, I just need to rewire it. But I'll get there eventually. Yeah, I'll get there eventually. Yeah.